I have been so happy to just sort of wing it this trip and, you know, let go of that expectation that I need to plan everything out. And I don't know, there was just something in that moment as I was leaving Gallup, and I was just like, I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna drive. And I just started crying. And I think it's a lot of things. There's a lot coming out there, but you know, a lot of the feeling was like, I can't do anything right. Like, I can't figure it out. I can't get things together. You always have people, hopefully everyone has people in their lives that they can talk to. For me, the person that I talked to the most was Martin. In that way, like, the ending of the relationship is even more difficult because it's the ending of a friendship that was my closest friendship. I've been thinking about this a lot, and the friendship that I really need to be my closest friendship is the one with myself. I wanted to call and ask, what should I do? And I said out loud, like, I want to talk to my friend. I want to talk to my friend. And like, I know that part of me met Martin and then part of me met myself. And my friend answered. And my friend listened. And I'm really glad that the friend that I spoke to was me. So yesterday we were in Albuquerque and we stayed overnight in the KOA, and that was really nice. But my goal was to go camping, and the monsoon came through and we ended up staying in this cabin. So I decided that I wanted to camp somewhere close to the petrified forest, because I wanted to go to the petrified forest before we head out to Flagstaff and decide if we're doing the Grand Canyon, if we're doing Sedona, you know, what we're doing next. So we stayed here in this rest stop, and I'll try to get the information for it. We'll walk back around to the entrance. But this is in Holbrook, which is just outside of the petrified forest, like just west of it. The past 2 days, I have been saying I wouldn't do this because this would be unsafe, because I would be afraid. And some part of me just decided that whatever that fear is, like whatever the fear is, whatever it's coming, there's a little dog run here. So Flotsam's gonna go off leash and go run around. Whatever this fear is, I've got to explore it. The number one thing that someone will say, and the thing that runs through my head because I've heard it so many times, is that you're alone as a woman, you can't do that, right? So a woman traveling on her own can't do certain things. One of them being stop off at a rest stop and go to sleep. I feel glad that I did it because at least it creates an opportunity for me to experience something that I would have been told not to do. Like, there are people who, if I'd called them and said, hey, is this a good idea? They would have said, no, don't do that. Go check into a hotel, right? So it gave me an opportunity to go with my instinct and see what it's like. How do I feel about doing it? Do I still feel nervous? No, I don't. I actually feel more nervous right now about making this video and sharing my thoughts about this false narrative. You know, there are so many things that women don't get the opportunity to do because they've been told that they can't do it or they shouldn't do it. But I'm certainly willing to have those experiences. Not to prove or to disprove anything, but just for myself, not for anyone else.